12 to 15 feet between two trees, and it's quite flat here, and we have some trees around that we would use to tie the corners out to. And we've got a beautiful boulder. That's going to be a nice spot for our tent right here. Hello, my name is Vincent. I love wall tents. I have a small 6x8 little tent that I love to take out in the bush, and so today I want to show you how easy it is to set the tent up with just a ratchet strap and 4 corners tied out. Okay, I'm going to unload the toboggan now. I just did a crisscross system with one strap to tie down the essential pieces. One bungee cord here. So, got a shovel. There's our stove. And we'll put the stove together once the tent is up. But the beautiful thing about this stove is that all the pipe, as well as the side table, is in here. And I also put the shovel handle in there. So just getting that shovel handle out. So we have 2 shovels, and our first task is to shovel out a footprint for the tent, which is going to be about 6 feet wide by 8 feet long. So let's get shoveling.
Shoveling here?
Actually, the back of the tent is going to be here.
Okay.
So the tent is going to be flush with this tree. It's only 8 feet wide, so starting from this tree, go forward 8 feet
okay.
by about 6 feet wide. 8 feet long. It's really nice to shovel down to the ground.
Would this be good firewood?
No, that's a bit rotten.
Okay. Over here.
Okay, so let's spin it 180 degrees. Because we want the back here, the front is the boulder. And as you can see, this tent is approximately the same height as me. So when I am putting my strap around the tree, that's what I'll use to eyeball how high to put the strap. So we're going to run a ratchet strap in this under the peak of the roof. So I'm just going to set it down now and get my straps ready. I've got the ratchet attached to that tree, so it's just about a 3-foot distance from that tree. So I have more webbing than I need. That's why there's some dangling down. This is the long piece, so again, kind of eyeballing at my head height. I'm gonna pass this end through the tent, and you're going to grab it when it's
Got it.
On the tent I have a little rope so that I can tie the end of the tent directly to the tree as well. Yeah, you're just going to feed it through like this.
Okay.
Hang on, and under here, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Pull it tight. Okay, and then actually this is where it'd be great if you just take the weight of the tent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's good, Nora.
Thank you.
And then this little rope is so that the fabric of the tent will get pulled tight. And I just tie that back to here. The optimal angle for tying out your corners is 45 degrees. If you're off of that, gonna probably sag. So we're gonna try for 45 degrees. Looks like you have a tree pretty close to 45 there. Yeah, so go around that one, see how that looks. But instead I'm gonna do a snow bollard because I want to show you how that works. For the snow bollard, we bury a piece of wood in the snow. And the snow sets up around it, and it's strong enough that you can put some pressure on it. This double ring system, which I use quite a bit. So 2 D-rings. I pass my webbing underneath both of them, and then over one, under one. And I can put tension on that. It will hold. Alright, that looks pretty good. When you're tying out your corners, make sure that your front zipper is closed. Otherwise you can tie it so tightly that it's impossible to close it later. Thing is that you do like to revisit your knots so that you can add tension after it's up, maybe after it's been up for a while, or if it snows and there's a bit of weight on the canvas. So you want to know where your knots are and have them accessible.
Is this good?
That looks good. Is the floor right at the snow level? Yeah, excellent. And this corner of the tent here is the most critical because that's where our stovepipe comes out of the tent. So we do go to extra care to make sure that this corner is tight and doesn't have slack in the canvas. Tent is ready for the stove. So opening up my stove. I have a few little pieces of kindling in here from the last time I packed it up. This is the table, which will show you how that goes once it's up. And here are 5 pieces of stovepipe. So let me just show you the stove, and then I'll go get Nora to put that in. So you just have to open up the legs like this, and the stove will get positioned inside the tent with the hole just below the patch in the canvas. And then we have a must for working with stove. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pass it through. Nora's going to take it, and she might have to just adjust a little bit the location of the stove so that it passes directly straight up and down. How's that?
Pretty good.
Can you push it into the other piece? So this little table can go on either side of the stove. I like to put it on the side away from the traffic. So I just slot that in there. That's great, gives you some more space for your pots. When building the fire, put a layer of small rounds at the bottom, because then the bottom of your stove, this protects the bottom of your stove when you're just lighting the fire. Some of this nice little kindling. And I didn't bring newspaper, but I have a handy little fire starter stick. No, we'll figure it out. So taking the stove pipe apart, set your 4 pieces with the crimped sides pointing up. So this is what I mean by the crimped part. Thank you. From bigger to smaller. So there's my 4 pieces from smallest to biggest with the crimped part pointing up. And then with this short little bit, you have to have the crimped part pointing down. And this will solve your puzzle as to how to stack these 5 pieces of pipe together. Oh, that one wasn't crimped part up. So here, the small piece, the crimp is down. These other 4, the crimp is up. And then they're going to stack. One inside the other. Take off the table. Some ash in here, you can shake that out. And I'm going to put the table in first. And then my 5 sections of pipe. And there's actually quite a bit of room left in there. You could store some other things. Folding up the wall tent. 1 person at each peak. Then you're going to grab the corner, one of the roof pieces. Bring those 2 together. Stretch it. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. At the corner. So now we have 3 edges together. The fold of the peak and the 2 intersections of the roof with the walls. Then we're going to swing it and lay it flat on the ground.